Hey, what's up everyone? Average Sniper here. Welcome to the video. Today we have information on PUBG update 28.1. This information just came out if you are clicking this video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. We are going to watch the highlight video that PUBG updated, then we are going to go over the patch notes. Of course, if you prefer to read the patch notes yourself or click the link directly to the PUBG official update video, those links are in the description. So sit back, relax, sip your coffee, hit that like button. Here we go with PUBG update 28.1.
Welcome to update 28.1, where we're putting a spark in your step and a charge in your drive. Get ready for a series of updates, like new ways to bolt, some changes to our shotguns and GS9, a long-anticipated annual Spring Fest, and finally, a Pico Bus, our first ever electric vehicle. Let's dive right in. Introducing the electrifying new vehicle in the PUBG Battlegrounds lineup, the Pico Bus. This isn't just any vehicle, it's our pioneering electric wonder on wheels. It runs on a battery, so a little heads up for all of you speed demons out there. Hitting the boost is a bit like an extra shot in your coffee. More kick, but your battery will feel it. As for recharging, think of it as a pit stop for your electric steed. So next time your Pico Bus is running low on juice, swing by one of our new EV stations and give it a quick power nap. Don't let a dead battery be the reason you're left out of the circle. It's time to elevate your game, quite literally, with our new vaulting feature. Now, you can hoist your teammates up to elusive high spots, and in a show of true teamwork, they'll reach down and pull you up too. And yes, you can even jump on vehicles, because why not? Turning to shotguns and the GS9, we've heard your feedback loud and clear. We're dialing down the might of these weapons to strike a better balance. Curious about these changes? Our patch notes got you covered. Moving on, the Spring Fest is making a grand comeback, and it's more festive than ever. We're rolling out a Crafter Pass, progressive weapon skins, special events, a snazzy new custom lobby skin, and plenty more. It's mission time. Complete them, collect your swag, and start this year with an explosion of fun. Keep an eye out for our detailed posts on the Spring Fest, so you don't miss a beat. But wait, there's more in this update. A fresh ranked season awaits, along with the world bug fixes, performance tweaks, and a whole lot more. Make sure to dive into the patch notes for the full scoop. And we'll see you on the Battlegrounds.
Yes, let's dive into these patch notes because am I crazy or did he say that they are nerfing shotguns? I mean, we all knew they were going to nerf the JS9 because of how overpowered that was, but nerfing shotguns? Now, let's just settle down a little bit. Let's not get too crazy about this. Let's take a look at the patch notes and read about what exactly is happening here. Once again, before we get started on these patch notes, if you prefer to read them yourself, the link is in the video description. Let's take a look at the little details here. So this update is coming February 7th at 12 a.m. UTC. For most of us, that's going to be the evening of February 6th, and it's going to last 8.5 hours, an 8.5 hour update where the PUBG servers will be down. There's a map service update. The map service has been updated to closely reflect regional preferences. PC players can anticipate the next rotation every Wednesday at 2 a.m. UTC, while console players can expect the same every Thursday at 7 a.m. UTC. One of the things I wonder is why console and PC are still a week apart. It made sense when console was new and they were still fixing a lot of bugs, but it's pretty solid now. So I don't understand why the PC and console updates can't come out at the same time. Not that big of a deal, but hey. The rest of this stuff is just the listing of the different map modes on console, PC, ranked. They do have a devs comment here. Okay, so this dev comment is just talking about why they decided that they needed to update the map's rotation that aligns with player preferences on a regional level. Basically, they're saying we're not going to have the maps be the same for each region because different people in different regions have different preferences. I'm more interested in the gunplay and the shotguns. It looks like they've nerfed all the shotguns. Anyway, you guys know I love to use a shotgun, so this is hitting me kind of hard. The JS9, the damage has been nerfed from 34 to 32. The vertical recoil has increased by 18%. The horizontal recoil has increased by 15%. The reason the JS9 was such a god gun for a while because it barely had any recoil, or at least it was the easiest recoil to control. Now it sounds like it's just going to be another regular SMG. The S1897 shotgun, the buckshot spread has increased by 13%. The time required for the pump action has been increased from 0.5 seconds to 0.61 seconds. The bullet size has been slightly reduced, reducing the likelihood of accurately striking the target. I hate it when they say things like that. Who wants to hear that their favorite gun has a less likelihood of actually striking the target, especially in a game like PUBG where you have to be super accurate anyway? I usually don't give my strong opinion too much on these updates, but F this. I don't want them to nerf my shotguns. I hope there's some pushback on this. The S686, the buckshot spread has increased by approximately 14%. Bullet size has been slightly reduced. DBS, the buckshot spread has increased by 40%. Time required for pump action, 0.45 seconds to 0.63 seconds. Rate of fire has decreased from 480 RPM to 375 RPM. Bullet size has been slightly reduced. And the choke, the pellet spread tightness has gone from 30% to 13%. Oh, God. Let's see what the dev said about these. Well, the JS9, we already know why they nerfed that. It was just too OP. But the shotguns used to be underpowered when PUBG was in early access and in the early days. And now it seems like they're nerfing them back to that, or at least, I don't know why. Let's see what they say about shotguns. Shotguns ran through assessments via in-game analytics and ongoing player feedback, verifying their potent damage capacity at extended ranges. Although designed to excel in close quarters combat, we've decided to rebalance buckshot spread, bullet size, and choke performance to moderate their impact in medium to long-range encounters. This adjustment aims to restrict their effective range but maintain their positions at a formidable option within 10 meters. Additionally, for the S1897 and DBS, we fine-tuned the pump action timing and rate of fire, scaling down their effectiveness in scenarios involving multiple opponents. The DBS in particular has demonstrated a considerable win rate of 59.7% against ARs and 59.5% against SMGs. These changes are intended to align it more closely with other fellow shotguns. I'm just going to say this, and this might sound stupid or it might sound unrelated, but fix the damn cheating. Don't nerf the weapons. Don't nerf our shotguns. Just fix the cheaters. Probably half these stats they're throwing out there are from people using aimbot anyway, talking about how accurate the shotgun is and how much they win. I use a shotgun. It's not that easy to use. Sometimes you get amazing kills with it, and most of the time you get melted if you go up against somebody that has perfect aim with an SMG or an assault rifle that isn't very close to you. Obviously, I'm not happy with the change to the shotguns that they're doing. They're killing them. Okay. New vehicle, Pico Bus. It's an electric vehicle. It's battery powered. Health is 1800. Speed is 114 kilometers. Max speed with boost 127. Excellent initial acceleration but drains the battery. Max speed when going backward 40 kilometers per hour. Regenerative braking, the battery will be slightly charged. During regenerative braking, the battery will be slightly charged. Regenerative braking does not work if the vehicle is switched off or the battery is completely discharged. Exclusive sound for electronic vehicles has been added. Chargeably only at the Rondo station. This is one of those changes that I don't really give a crap about. I mean, a vehicle is a vehicle. Most people aren't going to put gas in their own vehicle. They're just going to switch to a new one. This is making PUBG a little too realistic, I think, because during the patch notes, I noticed that they assume people are actually going to sit at these charge stations, which might happen if it's your last resort, but most likely people are just going to switch to a different vehicle instead of recharging an electric vehicle or refueling a regular vehicle. So in my mind, regardless of whether this vehicle is electric or gas powered, doesn't matter. They've added charging stations for the electric vehicle. We got some updates for the market, which most of the people that watch my channel probably don't care about too much. But this actually, you know what? My mistake. This is the market for Rondo. They've added the first aid kit and the energy drink. That's great. Quantity for purchasable items has been changed from 4 to 2, so they're decreasing the amount of times you can purchase the same item. Some items have been increased, some items have been reduced. They removed the Vector and added QBZ, AK, M249, UMP, Micro Uzi, and S12K. S12K seems to be one of the only shotguns that didn't get nerfed. Hold on. Let me see. They did not nerf the S12K shotgun. That's going to be my new, whenever I shotgun, that's going to be my new go-to shotgun. People can still complain that the shotguns are overpowered because I'll be shooting them with the S12K. They fixed the bulletproof coverage to the armored UAZ and moderately reduced its health. That's exactly what it needed. I emptied like 3 mags from an MG3 into one the other day. It still didn't die. That's a little too overpowered. Okay, the emergency cover flare, the weight has increased by 15 to 23, so it takes up more space in the backpack. That's good. Those things are kind of OP, especially in the end game. Still useful, but a little OP when somebody has like 4 of them and just throws cover out everywhere. That's happened a couple times to me, and I've done it a couple times too. Inventory, looted BR coins and gold bars will be sorted after healing and boost items, so they're not going to be at the very top. Yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit too, because you're used to your healing items being at the very top. It seems like such a small thing, but when you're playing a game where, you know, healing and reaction time is everything, and you go click the wrong thing in your inventory, that might be the difference between life and death. So I'm glad they did that. They updated the weather to reduce player fatigue and distraction. Brightness and overall shadows of the sunset weather have been adjusted. That's good. I think we don't need too many graphical details in a game that's more about competitive shooting than enjoying the graphics. There's plenty of single-player games out there that have graphics 10 times better than PUBG. We're not playing the game for the graphics. We're playing it for the competitive shooter nature of the game. So while I do want there to be decent graphics, I really don't care about a lot of little details that pop out and make me want to turn RTX on my graphics card. They decreased the blue chip transmitter spawn rate, and the emergency cover flare has been decreased as well. Let's see. The rest is just some... Oh, here we go. Co-op climb. The new co-op vaulting feature will help you reach greater heights and allow you to lend a hand to pull up your teammates. So this is only going to count for duos and squads, but I bet it'll let you do it with enemies too. Who's going to be brave enough to see if an enemy will grab your hand and let you pull them up a wall? All right, so you hold down the limited interact. There's going to be an interact key for doing this, and same thing for a player attempting to vault. Obviously, you can't do it if you're prone. There's a maximum height limit. All pretty obvious stuff. Let's see. You know, they said that you can vault over vehicles now too. You notice that in the video, somebody was vaulting over a vehicle, which was pretty cool. Where was that? That was like right here, I think. Yeah, pulling this guy up, and then they run to the car and vault over the hood. Like a 70s cop show, sliding across the hood, scraping it all up. You can do that now. All right, 3-wheeled motorbikes have been removed from all maps due to their low usage. All right. They've added more vehicles that get more frequent use. No more 3-wheeled bikes? Okay. Yeah, nobody likes those things anyway. Nobody cares. The upgrade has been made to the gas can to turn into... Vehicles can now be refueled from outside. About time. That's how it works. You don't go inside your car to refuel. They removed the automatic transfer of the gas can to the inventory when you enter a vehicle. Thank God. If you have the gas can equipped, the gas can be promptly used using the key to use in the 4th inventory slot. Thank God. Thank God. That gas can was so annoying. They got some ranked information here, which I will skip over. Airboat has been removed from training mode. Food truck block and Pico bus will be available. There's a change coming. The removal of the utility belt. Okay, something's going on with the utility belt in the next update. Many newcomers of PUBG overlook the utility belt's benefits. This leads to them unequip it entirely, which means they can't store as much loot. Considerable numbers of players have expressed that the utility belt interferes with the visual appearance of the costume skins. It sure does. The majority does not strongly object to the utility belt's removal. They're going to remove the utility belt in March and integrate its capacity feature directly into the character's basic stats. That's good. The utility belt is an outdated item anyway. I always wondered why we needed to have one just to get an extra, space in our inventory. So that's totally fine. They're just keeping the game fresh and getting rid of unnecessary features. A new crafter pass is here. Okay, great. Some workshop updates for people that are into customization and skin gambling. Performance, optimized death cam loading process. Wonder what that's about. Enhance the logic involving character movement, resulting in improved performance stability in situations where multiple players are gathered. Great. So less frame drops on the loading screen and places like cities where lots of players are hiding in buildings and you can't tell it, but you're wondering why your frames dropped. Then, of course, they got some bug fixes. If you guys want to read about the bug fixes and all the other little nitty-gritty details to this update, as I've said several times, in the video description, there will be a link to the official PUBG patch report notes and the official 2.5-minute video of PUBG that we watched at the beginning of this video on PUBG's official YouTube page, because there's always that guy in the comments that says, "Average Sniper, you don't do anything but read us the patch notes." Fortunately, this time I also gave you my opinion, so there's that. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smack the like button if you did, subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you on the battlegrounds. Bye.